Hi guys, Jenny here and I'm back with another SpiegelMom Scraps design team process video view today, and this one is 12 by 12 layout. Now what I've done is cut one of Paige Evans' cut files from the Silhouette store. It's a globe, and I don't know why, I felt the need to use it, and I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to put some shaker pockets in it, because I guess the countries on it are plain. I could have cut them in pattern paper or stuff like that, but I wanted to kind of fill in all those spots, and I'm going to have 4 shaker pockets and I'm going to have rows of colour. Now I clearly have a bit of an issue, an obsession with rainbows at the moment, because as you can probably already gather by the image at the beginning, it's going to be another rainbow layout, but that's okay. I'm totally okay with that. I love my rainbows. One day I might get sick of them, but until then we'll just keep going. So what I've done, I've got some acetate there, some clear acetate, and I've just chosen the 4 sections that I want to have shaker pockets in. So I've put the acetate on with just a bit of glue and trim the excess off, and now I'm going to go and back the rest of those little sections with pattern paper. So I'm going to start with pinks down the bottom, going into reds and yellows, then greens, then blues, purples, and then back to pink at the top. So I don't make you watch it all, but I'm just going to the 6 by 6 and 12 by 12 papers and just pulling out pieces that will work for each of those sections. I'm having some plain papers and some pattern papers as well. I'm not sure whether I mentioned what collection I'm using. It's whimsical, if you haven't gathered already. Yeah, so it's a pretty simple process. Just hunting for colours that look right. Cutting a bit off, a little bit of glue, sticking it on, and then I can trim off any excess if needed. So I think I do one more. I think I'm looking for a darker pink. This stage I'd go with this one here. So I'm going to glue that down, trim off the excess. Okay, so I'm back. I have stopped kind of part way through, and I'm just going to show you how I quickly make a shaker pocket. So I've got my acetate there. I've adhered all the pattern papers around it, around all 4 sides, and now I'm just doubling up 2 layers of adhesive foam around the edge, and that's going to form like a little barrier, and it'll keep the sequins in. So I'm just working on my second layer here. That's all glued down. And I did, for this one, it was, I thought it was supposed to be blue, as you can see all the sequins at the top, and I put blue in, I put blue pattern paper, I flicked it over and realised, oh no, it was supposed to be green, so I skipped that out for you. Yeah, so I'm going through the sequins and just adding sequins of the same colour. So I'm using a bunch of the new releases that have come out this month, and just finding ones that are suitable. I'm adding a mix. So I've got some lime greens and this lovely tealy green as well. I'm adding a few in. That's from Easy Breezy Beautiful, I think these ones are. And I'm just filling it up. I want it to be really full, and then I'm going to back it with just a piece of pattern paper of the same colour. Okay, once I get there, it's pretty simple. I'm just making sure that there's enough in there. So I'm going to put a layer of glue around the entire edge of that foam, put my pattern paper on, and I'll quickly show you the purple. I use some from this gorgeous purple mix here, Trippy Tanzanite I think it is, and then I pull out some of the softer purples from this Dragon's Tails collection. They're gorgeous, so that gives me a nice mix and varying shades of purple for my purple section. So I'm just popping them in. And I just tidy up my sequins. I really need to invest in a little tray, like a bead tray or something, don't I, for all of my sequins. It's a bit hard to get them off the desk. So the same process, add a bit of glue, and then pop your pattern paper on top. And this one I'm just trimming off the excess that I've got hanging over the edge. So there we go, don't they look pretty? Okay, so I've finished that all off. I'm going to double up some foam on the back because those shaker pockets have 2 layers of foam, so I'm going to do that around the rest of the cut file just to make sure it stays all even on the page and it's all propped up. So I'm just working my way around. I'm going to make sure that this part of the globe is supported well. So we've got 2 layers there. I'm just finishing it off. Okay, there we go. So now I can kind of flick through the 12 by 12 papers and find a suitable background. I quite like this white one, and I did really like the blue one that's underneath, but I ended up going with this teal. It was a really nice dark base for that light globe, and it made the globe really kind of pop off the background. You can see I'm still toying with the idea of some other options. I think my husband came in at this point and was talking to me. I probably should have cut this out. I apologise. Okay, so I'm just seeing what it looks like through the camera. Sometimes looking at it from your desk view, it's hard to gauge what it really looks like. So I often stand up and look through it through the camera, and I've chosen the teal. That's what I've decided on. Okay, I'm going to cut that branding strip off. I'm just figuring where I want to place it. I'm going to make it right justified on the page. That gives me a bit of space to kind of embellish to that left hand side of the globe. Now the photo I've got today is a photo of Edison. She's got her arms tucked in, her little pink overalls, and she's got a helmet on. She'd been out with her father around the farm. She's got a few splatters of mud and stuff all over her, but she's just cute, cheeky smile, and yeah, it was just, she went on a fun little adventure with Dad that day. So I'm documenting that, and that kind of brings in my title as well with the globe, which you'll see a little bit later on. Okay, so I'm going through the 6x6 paper pads. I'm just, basically, there was no rhyme or reason for the pattern papers I chose for behind my photo. I just wanted some colour, a little bit of pattern. So I've got the dark blue butterflies and then that floral, and then I'm kind of cut apart that 6x6 paper from the 6x6 paper pad and pull out a bunch of cut aparts from it. And the funny thing is I don't even end up using most of them. I don't think I end up using any of them at all, actually. It was a bit of a waste of time, but never mind. Okay, so as far as embellishing wise, I wasn't sure where I was going to go. I'm looking through, I thought maybe I could use one of those butterfly charms. And it sits there for a decent amount of time. And then I thought, well, what if I could bring some colour to the left of the photos with some of those pattern swatches from the little 2x2 paper pads. And so I've layered one under there, and then I thought maybe I could bring another one of these cut aparts in, and I start layering that to the left. I'm really not sure where I want to go with this, but I do get a direction shortly. A little maroon coloured heart, and I know that a lot of the die cuts in this collection are geared toward creativity and crafty stuff, so that's why I'm probably not bothering so much to look through them, because I feel like it might be wasted. But I think at this point I decide I should probably get my title in, and originally I did want to have it to the left following the shape of that globe running around there, but then I thought, well, I could probably fit it on that, I guess the arm of the globe, is that what you call it? I'm not sure what you call it. And I put it on there, started it on there, and decided I didn't like it and changed my title, and it's going to be Oh Darling, Let's Be Adventurers. So that's what I've decided on, and it fit perfectly, so I'm rather happy with that. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to get stuck into embellishing. I thought maybe I could bring in some more hearts and do a bit of tone on tone embellishing. But a couple of those hearts do end up getting taken off, and I thought maybe I could bring in that frame and replace that pattern paper with the blue one. I'm trying to get some layers going, and it's not quite, nothing's quite fitting, everything's quite boxy. The shape of that globe is nice and round and organic feeling, and everything that I'm putting to the left of that photo is kind of continuing the boxy feel of that photo, and I don't want that. And that's about when I come across these floral stickers and clusters and decide actually this could be a good option. It's going to add some more softness and more of an organic feel to the layout, and this is where I quickly start heading. So we've got a sticker on the left of the photo, and then I'm going to layer a die cut underneath it, and I'm just working out where I want to place some of the die cut florals. And at first I consider maybe on some of the countries in similar colours, but I felt like they were taking away too much from the layout, so they do end up getting pushed onto the background of the layout shortly when I get there. I'm just going to replace the one underneath the photo with a much brighter one. This purple one I'm just mucking with, just trying to tuck it in up towards that purpley pink section of the globe. And this pink one I'm going to tuck it in with you and just have the leaves overlapping the base of the globe, and that feels quite nice there. It's not dominating, it's not taking away anything from the layout, it's just a nice touch. And because they are kind of different than the rest of what's going on in the layout, they are helping to form kind of a visual triangle around the page. So we've got 3 floral clusters, and it's drawing your eye into the photo in those gorgeous sequins. And yeah, okay, so I'm going to continue to just look for some other smaller pieces to kind of fill in, I guess, those white pieces on the country. They're very white for me. I think you guys know how I feel about white. And I want something to kind of break it up, so I'm heading in that direction now. I did contemplate this Imagine sticker, and it does look nice down there, but I couldn't find anything else to really bring in anywhere else. It was kind of lonesome, so it does get taken off eventually. So just continuing through the sticker book, I'm going to pull off a few pieces. We've got a green laughter sticker laid on top of that faux washi sticker, and some pink flowers at the top. Looking through the chipboard, and I take that butterfly off, and I decide to bring in some clouds. Why not? So we've got a blue one. I'm just going to look through the sticker sheet, and we've got a couple of forward ones, so I'm going to layer them up there. I'm feeling a bit happier now. I've got a nice direction for this layout. I'm going to add some butterflies, because why not? Puffy sticker's a little purple cloud. I'm going to stack that up there. And a pink butterfly up the top. Okay, so I'm going to quick look through the rub-ons, and I find there's a couple of little word phrases that will fit on those countries. So I've got a red one that says love you to the moon and back, so I'm going to tuck that on that part of the globe around the reds and the oranges. And then a blue one says my very favourite. I'm going to tuck that near the blue and the green, so I've got a bit of tone on tone going on. That Imagine comes back off the page, and I'm just looking for something pink in the rub-ons to add up the top section of the layout, and I settle on this little group of pink hearts at the top, so they're a nice kind of matte finish for the layout. I'm just going to move that butterfly back in place and layer it on top. Okay, I'm happy with how everything's going, so I'm going to quickly glue it all down and put ATG tape behind the flowers, and then pretty much glue behind everything else. I did pop up a couple of bits on adhesive foam, but that's super simple to do. For my final touches, I'm going to dot around some sequins on top of the globe, just for some little extra sparkle on the layout, and bring the colour of those sequins in the shaker pockets up onto the layout as well. So I'm just sifting through and picking out colours that will be suitable in each part of the globe. Really super simple process. Got some blues, and lastly some pinks. Okay, and that's it for my layout pretty much. I hope you enjoyed the process, and don't forget, if you want to make a purchase from the SpiegelMom scrap shop, to use the code Virginia15 and you'll get a lovely 15% off your purchase. But until next time, bye guys.